in astrology, when it comes to Saturn return and Saturn placements, a lot of people associate Saturn with restrictions and even judgment, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. Whatever sign is in your Saturn placement is most likely your superpower, and that's not some cliche shit. Like, no, the system literally had to hold you back because that's your superpower. Saturn placement can be so strong that if you weren't held back in that way since birth, you would have most likely been too powerful. Like, I'm just gonna say how it is. Like in my case, I'm Saturn in Cancer, right? Cancer is about family, love, intimacy. Growing up, I grew up with neglect. I grew up with abandonment, all the whole nine, literally. I'm telling y'all, if I would have grew up in a loving household with actual two-parent dynamic since the jump, boy, I would have already climbed the ranks of society. I would have had all of my manifestations, all of my goals, everything, because love is the key for me. You feel me? That's how I manifest shit, love. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own unique niche superpower, but that's mine, Since I found my way back to that, it's like all of a sudden I'm getting all of these manifestations. Everything's just happening spontaneously. If I would have had that since the jump, all of the lessons that I would have learned along the way wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have learned anything. I would have just came here on God mode, and that wasn't really the point of me coming here. I came here to learn shit. So next time you look at your Saturn sign, don't look at it in disgust or in regret or shame. That's really your superpower. You should dive deep into that and figure out how you can use that to your benefit. Feel me? You don't have to wait till the Saturn return comes either. A lot of people think they have to wait till they're 29 or even to their next Saturn return because maybe they missed the first one, but you don't even have to wait. If you just align with that Saturn energy right now, you could get the prelude and then it will just compound when your actual Saturn return comes. So lock in.